Racist ranter Adam Catzavelos say they're appalled at the use of the K word and have dismissed him from their family business. In a statement released on Wednesday morning, representative for the family business St. George's Fine Foods say they're appalled by the video. In a video shared online, Catzavelos, previously the marketing director at the family business, uses the K word to celebrate the fact that there are no black people at a beach that he was visiting. It's unclear when or where the video was taken. So the South African Human Rights Commission says they've received numerous complaints about the video and they've condemned the racist incident. Well, to speak further on the matter, I'm joined on the line, hopefully, by Advocate Priscilla Jana. She's the Deputy Chairperson at the Commission. Thanks very much for joining us, Priscilla. This man obviously decided to denigrate black people on video, and presumably he also posted that video himself. What recourse do South Africans have against this type of behavior?
Well, the South African Human Rights Commission is investigating with a view to prosecution eventually. But, you know, it is totally unacceptable, 25 years after our freedom, which we work so hard for, to bring about equality and to bring about justice and to bring about respect and understanding amongst all the people. We get somebody now, 25 years later, making such an obscene, overt racist statement. It's totally unacceptable.
Do you think this individual should be made an example of in a similar way to the way that Vicky Momberg, who was imprisoned for using the same K word on numerous occasions when she was being assisted by black police officials?
I think so. I think our court has taken a very strong standing against statements like this, both in Vicky Momberg's case and in Penny Sparrow's case as well, where she was fined heavily, as you know, for calling black people monkeys. So I think that this is another case that must be set to ground and must be prosecuted, investigated and then prosecuted, because we cannot in South Africa tolerate or accept such racism.
Priscilla, what type of socialization do you think is taking place across the country? Because the gentleman, well, if we can call him a gentleman, in the video, he's really quite young. I mean, he can't be more than 30-something. So you would have thought that he would have been born at a time when, you know, apartheid was almost gone. So it makes you wonder what type of socialization we're having. Perhaps one can understand more if it's an older person who speaks like this.
I would like to think that it's an odd case here and there. I don't think the people of South Africa generally are racist. I think they have come to terms with the new South Africa and come to terms that we do believe in equality and respect and understanding. I think you get, now and again, you get a case that's come up like Penny Sparrow or Vicky Momberg or this gentleman, or as we say, if we may call him a gentleman, to come up now, 25 years hence, to make such a strong racist statement is totally unacceptable to us.
And obviously you're trying to be very optimistic, but what do you think is the state of South African race relations? You know, that narrative is growing every day that black people got a raw deal at the dawn of democracy because of life chances for the vast majority in terms of access to education, health support, opportunities, and of course the very tricky land question. What do you think is the state of race relations? And obviously something like this ends up being very provocative for people who are already feeling on edge.
I don't blame for people being disgruntled, because at the settlement the focus was on unity and reconciliation. Socioeconomic rights and land rights were ignored completely, were not taken into account. So people are now wanting to know what happened, because you still got a very divided society. The disparity in our society is so grossly unacceptable. You got a minority group, a few percentage of rich people from a certain group, and then you got the majority of the people struggling with abject poverty. So I think the whole issue of socioeconomic rights and to bring about some kind of equilibrium in our society was overlooked. There was too much focus on unity and reconciliation at the time, and the focus was lost on socioeconomic rights. That is what I feel.
No, thank you very much for your commentary, and all the best with trying to prosecute that gentleman. That was Advocate